Hey Village fam, welcome to part 2 of being a life athlete. Last week we talked about the importance of team and how that plays into your life as a life athlete. And in this video I want to talk to you about purpose, what the purpose of being a life athlete is. And a lot of it has to do with keeping your eye on the prize. So that prize for an Olympic skier is a little bit more straightforward. They want to get to the next Olympics, they want to get that gold in whatever event they're doing, maybe multiple events. And everything that they do between their last competition and their next competition revolves around how can I get to that goal? How can I achieve that prize? And so for the life athlete, it can look a little different. Sometimes you may do a 5K or something like that, or there's a couple of you who upcoming are doing the Warrior Dash, and that's awesome. But a lot of the prizes that we are focusing on are things like, can I get in an airplane, have a heavy carry-on package, and get that in the overhead bin without shoulder pain 20, 30 years from now? Can I play with my grandkids until my grandkids are tired and I'm still there ready to go? And so maybe your prize is a long-term thing like that. Maybe it is something like getting on the scale and seeing like, wow, I've lost 20 pounds. Maybe the prize that you have in mind is a certain dress that you have your eye on, that you want to be able to fit into for summer or for a cruise or something like that. And these are all great things. Your prize could be something that is shorter term. It could be something as simple as, when I finish my day, I want to go to sleep knowing that I have done absolutely everything I can physically, that I've pushed myself to the limits, and I know that I'm going to sleep so much better and get so much better rest because I have that satisfaction of knowing that. So there's little prizes, there's big prizes, but as a life athlete, you're always keeping your eye on that prize. And really important here is that when you have your eye on the prize, you're taking off the blinders of the self-doubt, of the past failures, of the past disappointments, things like that. You can't have that stuff in your vision dragging you down, clouding your focus, if you're really keeping your eye on the prize. Next really important thing about this is that this is something that motivates and changes your behavior even when you're not directly approaching that prize. So in other words, if you were that Olympic skier again, the way that you choose your meals, your nutrition, the way that you go about your sleep habits, the way that you choose virtually everything in your life in some way stems from how can I get to that prize. And so similar for us, if you have this singular thing that you're focusing on, then it's going to be much easier to say, you know what, I have to make this decision and not this one, because I know that this one gets me closer to that prize. This one gives me that shot at my goal. So that's something that happens in season and out. That's something that happens all year long. And finally, when you achieve that prize, when you get there, when you have your hands on it, when it's right there and you're in that moment of celebration, guess what? You're probably going to be thinking about the next one. The same way that Olympic skier standing there on the podium winning gold is already thinking, what can I do this again in 4 years? How many medals can I get? Because they're driven not so much by the prize itself, but by the process of getting there. And so it's not enough to just get it and then be done. It's actually one of those, not the destination, but the journey sort of things, where your journey is punctuated, your race is punctuated by the prize, and yet it doesn't end there. So that's really where that life component comes in. So thank you for watching part 2. You are a life athlete, and keep your eye on the prize.